All right, guys. Testing. Can everyone hear us? Can you let us know in the chat and everything? Just let us know. Can you hear us, guys? Go ahead and sound off in the Discord as usual. Just real quick. Do you need to do a full introduction? They know who you are.
Yeah, I can hear you.
It's still
Okay.
Christmas. It's snowing.
Yeah, it's no lar. We're all
It's
good here.
snowing. I know. So the guy usually makes my backgrounds. He's not available right now. So
Okay.
Nolar, sorry, you are. This was the one time that you were not around, and I think Tiger took over for you. So.
Oh yeah. It's fine. No big deal.
So, hey, at least I have your name correct, all right? And I literally am just crawling out of bed right now.
This is true. It's not the tooth. Shout out to Brad.
Okay. Alrighty, so all right, guys. So we are back for podcast episode 17. Holy crap, we've really been doing 17 of these things. Can't believe it. So yeah, there's not really much to talk about in terms of news. Dokkan is going to be flooded with news tomorrow because of the Dokkan Live thing for both global. It's global focused, but it's obviously going to also be the same thing on JP because it's a shared celebration. So we're going to see that stuff tomorrow at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And Legends, to my knowledge, there's no real big updates or anything like that. So I think most of us are just here. If you guys have questions you want to chat about, if there's any kind of topics you guys can think about that you want to talk about or mention, we totally can. But I can go through a few questions I've been seeing on Twitter already when we posted the post and everything. But before we do that, anything else you guys want to say or talk about or anything like that?
I hate the World Tournament.
Everybody's saying I see so many World Tournament scandal. Okay.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, I guess everyone unanimously hates the World Tournament. So why don't we start with a quick? Okay, let's just go ahead. Let's just do the. We'll get to the comments of the questions in a second. Then, do we want to talk about the World Tournament?
Why is that a question?
We leaving it at that. We just saying we hate the World Tournament and we're done with it. Is that where we're gonna leave it as?
I don't think Helmet is in the right channel. That question.
Helmet cry. Naruto Blazing is an awful gacha game.
Bro, that's Naruto Blazing, dude. You gotta go there.
Yeah, go to that podcast.
Go to that podcast.
If it exists.
I don't know why you're here for this podcast and for that. Okay.
Thanks for the no, but yeah, that's not applicable.
I will never look the gift horse in the mouth, but okay. Alrighty then.
All right, I guess we can sound off how many points we've got if you're participating in the World Tournament.
Like almost 100 million.
I am sitting at 60? 54, sorry.
40 myself.
At 100.
I'm at 0.
I just don't care about the World Tournament.
Yeah, I'm over it now.
And it's funny because I think everyone's going, at least on JP, everyone's going extra crazy hard right now because
of the new LR.
Because of the new LR, but they don't realize that you only get 2 copies if you rank first place. Everything else below that, you only get 1 copy. So it's just like if you know you cannot catch your first place, there is absolutely no points in trying to do that.
I agree. Yeah, I'm gonna stop at like 60, I think.
Why would I?
60, 65, and we'll see. See how tired I get.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That's the podcast, folks. We are done for today. Okay. But no, actually, I will pull up a few questions from Twitter though that we can talk about. And I saw somebody in the chat asking a few questions already. One of the questions was asking, what do I think is going to be the 2000 day LR? Because I think we're coming up on that for JP here soon, are we not?
What did you say? Sorry.
The 2000 day LR. You know how we got the 1000 day LR Goku, so we're coming up on 2000 days apparently. Do you think we're gonna see something for a 2000 day thing or what?
Probably something. Maybe like a wallpaper. I don't know if they're gonna do another LR for it because that would be literally impossible if someone were to start now to get it. I mean, I guess that's kind of the point, but I don't know if it's going to be a unit. I think like something like a wallpaper or something would be probably better off being the reward.
Yeah, I could probably see that. I mean, or maybe they do have an LR, but it's not like as big of a deal as the LR Goku was at that time. Because if I remember correctly, when that LR Goku was announced, like obviously most of us weren't even close to having it, but I think a lot of people were, pretty impressed by it. The fact that he healed, he was a nuker, and he worked on a lot of teams, and he was a rainbow lead. So
Yeah.
So I could see them doing something like that, like maybe giving us another type of LR, but maybe in reality it just won't be that good. Or it's been some card that's been made for months already, and it's gonna just already not even be relevant anymore, which I could 100% see.
Yeah, I mean, the thing was like when the 1000-Day Goku came out, he was a 100% all stats lead, and this is during the 120 meta, right?
Yeah, 200% lead incoming for all stats, all types.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's why I'm thinking like if they were going to give us another LR, it would have to be with some kind of category. But then like what category could we get that's like super exclusive but not game breaking? Do you see what I'm
Listen, I think
what
if it's anything, it should be a trophy card. Like, I don't care if he's broken or not, but definitely a trophy card. There should be an LR.
What if it's like an LR category, like legendary category, which is all LRs were in it?
Okay, that would actually be pretty dope.
Yeah, that would actually be pretty good. Yeah, that would make me,
log in each day at least.
Yeah, to make sure I get in. And it didn't have to be anything too broken, like I don't know. What are the LRs? 130 to stats? 130 to category plus 100 to stats?
Yeah, usually.
Yeah. They could do that. 4 key, that would help with being an all LR team. Yeah, I think that's doable.
I think that I don't see that personally broken or anything. Granted,
it's a PvE game. Who gives
a PvE game? Who gives a shit about that kind of stuff? So anyone who complains about overpowered or any balance, it's like really in a PvE game, okay.
Yeah, I mean, Revan's got a good point. He's like most LRs don't really link together, except I guess all the Saiyans. But like he could be a LR lead with like 3 keys, 25% support for legendary power or something like that. I don't know.
Right.
And to really make the team work well if we wanted to. It'd be great for a world tournament. If they keep it the way it is, which I hope they don't, by the way. I hope this thing gets revamped.
They seriously need to change up the world tournament. Like, honestly, I think that's just a unanimous thing here amongst the community. You need to change the world tournament already, Akatsuki. Hurry it up.
We already talked about it before you joined, about how they can do it. I think next world tournament is going to be completely different. With PvP.
Dude, I hope. I hope.
If they do PvP in Dokkan, it's going to literally revive the game, dude. Because right now...
Why the heck is Sora asking, can you guys beat the Vegito event without using items?
What Vegito event?
The Vegito event?
Oh, he's a Grand Cross YouTuber.
He's trolling us. He's not saying to introduce ourselves. Alrighty. People are asking, a lot of people are just saying about the apparently modding of the world tournament or something. A couple of Sand Day questions. You guys talked about that last podcast, didn't you? Mostly about the Sand Day stuff, or some predictions and things like that.
Yeah, but I mean, last podcast was literally just me and Garesh. So if you guys want to give your opinions or thoughts, go right ahead.
I talked about it in a lot of my other live streams. I personally think that obviously we get the free to play Bardock team, and we get the LR Bardock team free to play card. And then in terms of a Dokkan Fest card, I'm expecting either a base Bardock that transforms into Super Saiyan, or a Super Saiyan Bardock that will transform into Super Saiyan 3. A lot of people are thinking we're going to get another Pure Saiyans leader. I honestly really don't want that.
All right, here's a question. LR or TUR?
TUR.
TUR.
Fuck LRs. I'm saying it right now.
I'm
demonetized, dude. You just got demonetized, dude. How do you feel?
I think, you know what?
I'm saying LR.
I'm gonna agree with Goresh here, only because I think they're gonna ramp up the Dokkan Fest LRs
Yes.
more often, and then yeah, I mean, I would love it to be for TUR because the rates are way better. So,
Yeah, I don't like LRs. Just period. Even free to play
There's
LRs, I don't like
too many
LRs.
LRs. They're not even like fun anymore.
No, they're not. It better be a TUR.
but I'm just yeah, I mean, I'm 70% sure it's a TUR, but there's also a 30% chance that it's gonna be a LR. That's just my thought.
Very true. Very true.
And
God,
think about this too. Like they just dropped Cooler. They just dropped Beerus. Are they gonna drop a TUR that's better than both of them? Like that's doubtful.
No,
in my opinion.
That is actually a good thing to bring up. I do not think that whatever this Sand Day thing is going to be, I don't think they're going to be as good as Beerus Cooler. It'll probably be more along the lines of maybe, I don't know, Future Gohan, the End Future Gohan kind of level. I do not expect it to be game breaking though.
Well, that's why I'm thinking it could be an LR though, because then they could go crazy with it.
Yeah, but what's game breaking anymore in Dokkan? Like,
and I don't think it's going to be
Beerus
than
does
the
12 million
LR
damage.
Vegito and Gogeta, so it's not going to be that. It can't be that level.
I don't see like game breaking anymore. Beerus literally does 12 million damage. Like, I don't understand. Like
Yeah,
15
problem with
million.
Beerus though.
Yeah, but Beerus has to be in a very specific situation with
setup.
one other unit,
Yeah.
and then he has to be getting it first, and then he has to use his act. There's like a million different situations that you have to get like set up for him to do that much damage. I don't think Beerus is as good as people think he is. I mean, he's definitely good, but he's not better than someone like Cooler or
Careful, truth might come
Vegito
after
Blue.
you.
Yeah, I mean, I think Goresh and I talked about it, but the problem with Beerus is he needs a team built around him. It's akin to LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku. If you want him to hit 18 key, you need to build a team around him to maximize the the attack output. So that's why I'm saying, like, as good as he is, like he can hit the top numbers, he's just limited. And if you don't have the box to support him, then it's not nearly as good as a lot of people think he is.
I 100% agree. Yeah, easily. But a lot of people are also saying, potentially, I swear everyone's been asking this for the last like 2 years. LR UI Goku.
I mean, it'll happen eventually.
It's gonna happen eventually, but I think people need to realize that is going to that's going to be one of two things: either a really big celebration, or B, when the game is really starting to go downhill and they really need to bring people back in because honestly,
So now
that just prints money. So
it should happen soon.
Nah, game's not going down. I think I was talking to who was I talking to? There's more revenue this year. This is the highest set of revenue in 2019 for Dokkan than it was in 2018. So it's still, and there's a couple of whales that leave and whatnot, but it's still going. Like, it's still going strong. So I don't think the game is in any danger whatsoever.
Well, I see the player base, right? You can see on like the Android, like how many people are playing daily. Like after the first few days of the anniversary, just the player base dropped from like I think it was like 250k daily logins on Android. It went down to like 30k.
Yeah, because this what happens. This is what happens. You log in for the anniversary. You spend stones on the banners. You don't get them. You stop playing. That's exactly how it goes. And I assume that's how it goes during every celebration / anniversary. Like, if you don't get the new units, if you don't get the new units, people are going to be, disgruntled, and then they're going to stop playing for a little bit, and then they'll come back for the next celebration. That's just the cycle of how it goes.
Yep, exactly. Plus, I think at least on the JP side of things, I can't say for global exactly, but on JP at least, a lot of the player base plays on iOS, and that's harder to track probably unless you obviously are Akatsuki, see those exact numbers and everything.
Yeah, and then also keep in mind how much more often iOS hits top grossing than Android.
Yep, exactly.
Yep, that's true.
Speedy Sora's going to bed.
Oh, good night, dude.
All right. Let's see some other questions then. Dead Yamchas co-op. I don't know. I think a lot of people are trying to reference the survey that we had on JP a few days ago.
Yeah.
And a lot of people thinking that all of a sudden this means we're getting PvP in Dokkan now, when that's not really the case. It was simply asking, you know, do you want new ways to play? Would you want something about facing off against other people? And then it had other questions like, do you want to see more Dragon Ball Hero stuff? Which I think every single person in their existence should be hitting yes, 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 infinity yes on that one already. I honestly don't see them putting PvP into Dokkan. I really don't. I don't think it's logically it doesn't really work. The game's been out way too long, so.
Yeah, let me give you my thoughts on that, because there was another question on the survey that specifically asked, like, would you be interested in other, like, different ways of playing the game,
right?
To the effect that you will be essentially playing a different genre completely.
Right.
So I think if they were to implement PvP, then it would be like hand in hand with how they were talking about like a different genre. Like, for example, Battlefield 1.0, that was a completely different way to play the game. Obviously, if you guys remember Battlefield 1.0, so they could technically do something where it's like PvP, but it's PvP in the different style of the game. So I'm not saying it's going to be Battlefield 1.0 because I don't think that would work. But for example, let's say they did a PvP mode, but instead of playing against someone else's team like traditionally, they could do like a Battlefield 1.0 style of the game where you're like sending your units out or whatever to attack the enemy, and then like you have to strategically place them in different lanes or whatever. That's something that I think could work if it was set up in a different way, because currently I can't really see how they would do PvP based off of the current model. Just I don't think it would work.
No, I 100% agree with that. I do. They would. I mean, they have to either drastically introduce something that's different, aka a Battlefield 1.0 type thing, which could be good or it could flop, because you know, Battlefield 1.0 that came around like what, twice, 3 times at most, and then Battlefield was MIA for like a long time, and then 2.0 came out, and that's been the norm ever since. So
yeah, by the way, that has a completely different discussion around it, because I think they did a terrible job with Battlefield 1.0 and they didn't test it correctly, and I think it could have worked, but that's a different discussion.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. So Maxi, all right, my question on Twitter is related to what Goresh is saying. Oh, about the PvP thing. What was your question on Twitter? Would Dokkan implement PvP only to be available to introduce guilds?
I think guilds could actually be a really good
guilds
addition.
Could work. I could see it working in Dokkan, but go ahead, Goresh.
Who wants to join my guild?
No, I'm just saying, like, just it doesn't take much to add guilds to Dokkan. You just make like I mean, I guess it would, because if you're doing PvP, you want to like be affiliated with like a community, right? You want to be in a community, and I think that's what people are looking for. Have some sort of recognition where it's like, oh, I'm fighting somebody in this guild, or I'm fighting somebody in the other guild. So it's like a tag that you have on your name. And that's similar to what Legends just did, because Legends previously did not have that of like visible when you queued up in PvP. Like, people couldn't see if you were in a guild or not. But they just added that, and I think that actually adds a lot of like meaning to who you're fighting now.
I mean, all they have to do is copy Legends, and that would the bare minimum, because there's literally nothing to do with the Legends.
I mean, yeah. I mean, as long as it's just a tag and you have, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 people that are in the group together, that's all you really need for Dokkan. I mean, they could add like missions or whatever. Maybe they had a separate like missions tab for guilds, where it's like, I don't know, do this many stages or whatever it is. I don't know, and then you get some rewards for that too.
I mean, usually when you have guilds, it's another way to introduce currency, or a way to get things that are like not readily available. So one would be, the first thing that pops in my head is equipment skill orbs, right? So it's like, join a guild, get this many points, then you can buy equipment skill orbs, because right now it's just once a week, which I don't think we addressed that, did we? That would just happen like right after the last week's podcast.
Yeah, that's a terrible change.
And like, even though they revamped it where there's a higher chance to get Beerus and a gold equip, but now the gold equip is not guaranteed level 3. It could be level 1, which is better than nothing, but kind of terrible because once you only get that once a week. So if they were to introduce guild points or another way to farm the equipment skill orbs, I mean, guilds could be one way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like we're all unanimous that it was not the greatest change overall for the skill orbs. And I remember seeing it when year 5 started that things like stickers and skill orbs would be available via missions and other ways to obtain them. And we all thought that the world tournament would bring that, but nothing for this world tournament. So what's their overall plan? I mean, I never got a sense from the Japanese community that skill orbs were breaking the game and all this stuff. I think everyone was actually complaining that, hey, we want more chances to get these things. So, but I don't know why they made the changes they did. So.
Yeah, I'm not a fan at all because it's just RNG upon RNG, and we know how much RNG upon RNG works for the player base. It doesn't. So
I'm kind of surprised that with the world tournament that's going on in JP right now, that there aren't skill orbs you can actually get for ranking higher.
Yeah,
I thought that's what they were going to do too.
I was super shocked about that. Yeah. But
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if PvP straight up as is going to be viable. Like, I think what Gresh says is like a different mode for it would be good because skill orbs, it's just RNG what skill orbs you get. And if you go face to face to somebody off the bat, like the current gameplay, you could just be screwed because you just don't have the right skill orbs on the right units, you know? So I don't know. If they do implement PvP, it's just going to be another workaround than literally what we have in the world tournament, you know? And the world tournament is just you're facing off against someone on the leaderboard. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, that just requires a lot more changes.
Yeah.
The only thing the thing that sucks about world tournament, the reason why people don't like it is because it's just the most repetitive thing in the universe. Like, it requires no thought. It just literally, I feel like the reason why they even still have the world tournament is because it's just a sink for stones. If you're trying to rank up higher, like, it makes you use a lot of stones, right?
Yep.
There's no other reason I can think of why they even still have the world tournament.
Yeah, the biggest thing about the world tournament, like the easiest thing they could have done was like restrict units and buff units. So like there would be a lot more diversity in the teams. And yeah, I mean, as much as Broly and AoE units make this run faster, I think what makes it boring is the fact that you're running the same teams over and over and over again. You know what I mean? So if they were like, okay, we're gonna buff Vegito units this world tournament, and you can't use any Broly units, then that would make me recraft the team I want to bring, and I might not run as many points, but I would enjoy it more than running the same movie bosses team over and over again.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. Make it so you can't use Broly.
Yeah.
Oh god.
You know, like it would be a way to help out people because like it could be you could get more points if you use some specific SR units or SSR units. You know what I mean? Like just any way to vary up the gameplay or restrictions. Right. So, yeah, I don't know. That's how. I mean, the gameplay is always going to be the same. I'm going to go fight after these bots and try to rank up higher and higher. But if it could be the theory crafting and the team building is what makes the game interesting. So that would be one way to vary it, spice it up.
No,
yeah,
definitely.
I mean, any way they can possibly make it different, because right now it's literally just look at your screen for 2 seconds, choose orbs, look away.
And it's what I am doing right now.
Or you could do what some people are doing. Only a select few. So we get double rewards. You know?
That is not going to work. I'm telling you right now, that is not going to work.
That's not going to work, yeah.
I think we should just like talk about it briefly. Like, don't get into it too much.
The whole
I
modding
don't
thing.
even know
Okay.
what you guys are talking about. I mean, I literally just woke up and.
Okay, so there's a select few people that are modding both global and JP, and they think because of them modding the game, Dokkan's gonna see that and they're gonna be like, okay, so we need to change the world tournament and also give people double rewards because this happened previously. I think I don't know how many
last
world
year.
tournaments ago. Yeah, last year.
A year ago when that happened, though.
Yeah, with Renzi, he modded it, and then everybody got double rewards. So they think the same thing is gonna happen, and they're gonna.
Here's what I'll say about it. Look, I everyone wants the world tournament to get revamped, right? There's not a single person who is happy with the world tournament. But this is not the way you convey that message. Like there are surveys for a reason. Literally modding and like cheating essentially is what they're doing. They're cheating the game to get a message out there is not going to make them listen to that message. It's probably going to, in fact, it's probably going to even discourage them from doing anything about it. That's what I mean. That's all I have to say about that. Just straight up, it's not going to work.
I mean, I think it's on them a little bit because I think clearly in the past in surveys and everything, people have probably said, "Hey, look, change the world tournament up somehow," and they haven't done anything. A long time, obviously. I mean, we're 5+ years now into the game and nothing.
Yeah, all it's gonna do is it's gonna piss off other people who are trying to play the tournament the correct way. And it's going to piss off the devs too, because they're going to be like, "Oh my god, like the first and second spot are both like people who are cheating. That sucks. We're going to have to ban you." And then they're going to get banned, and then that's going to be the whole situation. Not a single like thing of good is going to come out of that situation. It's just not going to happen.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with that. So yeah, that's our thoughts on modding on the world tournament.
They're gonna catch on the whole like the Trident thing.
Trident's nothing, dude. It's not gonna. Anyone who's complaining about it for. It's not. It really. So, there are other ways that people have modded before Trident came out, and it's been that way for a long time. So guess what? Nothing's gonna change on that one.
Yeah, I mean, Trident is whatever. Like I don't really care about it.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't think anyone who thinks or anyone who's trying to say like it's ruining the game and doing this, and this.
No, I don't think it's ruined the game. I think what if the devs see like this cheating and just crack down like all the third party
all the ways that you can potentially mod things.
Like mod things,
they've had 5 years to do it. So I mean, if they do, then I honestly would say, okay, then I guess they finally did it. But I honestly don't see it happening. So
yeah, I don't think so either. I mean, yeah, I don't know if they're going. If they like Talon said, if they were going to crack down on it, they would have done it years ago.
Here's my thing though. I don't see why they don't do it right now. Just ban them immediately. Because okay, so here's my thing. Grand Cross had a tournament, basically, ranking PvP ladder, and there was people cheating in that like within the first, I want to say like an hour, and the devs literally saw it and they went and banned people right away, like within 10 minutes. They went under maintenance for 10 minutes and banned people.
It's the same reason why they don't ban people for third-party stones. Can you think of the reason? That's the reason. There isn't a reason. They just don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it's honestly the reason, right?
I think because think about it, the game is already successful, and any way that they could potentially like stifle some of that success, they're just not going to risk it. So even though it may make sense to like ban people for buying third-party stones, or it might make sense to, immediately go in and ban people for the world tournament. I don't think there's obviously going to be a risk associated with that, and I don't think they want to take that risk just because the game's already doing well. And it's like, okay, well, why would we change how we operate the game?
Yep, no, I agree with that.
Oh, time to go back and fix my adventures.
Plus, I thought third-party stones were all but dead, essentially. Like, I have not seen anything about that.
Yeah, they killed. Well, it died when what's it called? When Google gave the devs the option to take whether or not they want to accept foreign currency gift cards. That's when it died, Because before, what I think the vendors were doing, if they were using legit gift cards, they'd be using like whatever currency cheapest could buy. Let's say, for example, US dollar, so they could get $100 USD card for like 50 USD in whatever their currency is. They would have just used that to buy it, right? But what ended up happening was you can't buy on JP. You can't use any currency to buy stones for a gift card unless it's in yen. So
that is not true. I know the reason. I just can't speak on it.
Well, I just know I can't use gift cards at all, which is what I like to do because I could get sales on them, and that kind of fucked me a little bit. But whatever, It is what it is. But either way, like that's one of the reasons I heard. Maybe it's not the main reason, but that's one of the reasons. That's why a lot of what people could vendor on other games can't do. So,
I mean, regardless, things move on and all that stuff. All right. Anything else in the talk about Dokkan, or are we gonna go over to the Legend side of things?
Any other questions? Let's give another 5 minutes or so. See if anyone's got
any questions there, guys, in the chat?
Did we go through all the Twitter questions already?
Huh?
We go through the Twitter questions already? I didn't look at the post.
Most of the Twitter questions were brought up again in either the chat, basically about PvP and that kind of stuff. The other ones are Legends based, so I didn't go into those just yet. So
okay. Do we have people in here for Legends? Let me see.
I don't know where
Naz and Brad are not.
Yeah, Brad and them. I don't know where they are.
I guess we'll just ping them real quick.
Yeah, put it in the chat. And then also, I think Ryu didn't say he was going to be here, but I don't remember.
He said he might be a little bit later because he's got something to do.
There's one last Dokkan question from Twitter. It came in after we started the stream. It says, if we get more units in the same level as Cooler and Beerus, do you think this is going to kill the game?
No.
No.
I don't.
Beerus got top grossing. So did Cooler on global.
Yeah.
Wait, which country carried out Cooler on global?
Luxembourg.
Luxembourg, baby, let's go. We out here.
That's funny.
Yo, we got more stones for that than like what was it?
Blue Kaioken Goku.
Which how many countries hit it then? Was it 3?
Like 3 or 4, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw 13 somewhere at that. I don't even know if that was true or not.
We got a $2 super chat. Existence exists. Trident hurts the game, i.e., 5th anniversary.
How? We hit top grossing. Like,
yeah, it doesn't, guys. I don't know where you guys get this thing that Trident all of a sudden is hurting the game or killing the game. It's not.
Even if people have Trident, they still summon on the banner.
Yeah.
I will say though that Trident probably does hurt YouTubers though.
That I would probably agree with.
Because people are not going to be as interested in seeing like someone show off the new units in their own videos, when they could just watch people use Trident and show them off at Rainbow in like 5 seconds after they come out. But I don't think people care about that, so that's like a side thing.
That's really
showcases aren't as important as they used to be anymore. People.
I mean, if anything, the using Trident to showcase the unit right when the data download starts, if the unit's good enough and you showcase the unit well enough, people are going to be more hyped to go in on it. So like
that's why I think they haven't got rid of it, or they haven't like done anything about it, because it does help with marketing too.
Yeah, it helps with the marketing. So like that completely defeats the point of people who are like, well, it takes away money from Dokkan itself. I'm like, dude, would you have gone in on the Beerus banner if you didn't see the showcase and see how much damage he could do or whatever you liked about him? Like, I don't know. I don't think it does anything.
In a way, yes, but it does hurt a lot of YouTubers because I don't know, it just does. I've seen it.
Well, yeah, I mean, if I rainbowed out Beerus and then I did do a showcase on it, it's less views than if we didn't have Trident and I was one of the few ones that rainbowed him. Yeah, I get that. But it just comes with the territory, and if anything, that would make me say, okay, crap, if I want those views, then I'm going to go get Trident and make the showcase the second it comes out.
Yeah.
But I don't, because I don't care about Trident that much to do it. So, so I'm eating that loss, but I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Damn, Speedy. You can't talk about in the chat.
Yeah, I see it.
Jeez, Speedy.
Bro, like my phone fell or Trident was open, you know?
All right.
I guess
Last
that's
questions
it.
from Twitter. Final one here. Do you think the Pilaf Trove will ever come to JP Dokkan?
No.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Unfortunately.
Nope. I don't see it happening.
I don't know why, but I just know it won't.
Because they don't need it to make money. That's why.
Yeah, but I mean, the idea is they could make more money.
You can always make more.
Well, think about it, because it's basically a crutch for global, right? People on JP can either buy those packs or buy stones, and stones are more expensive.
Yeah.
Because they know people on global aren't going to spend as much as people on JP would, so that's why they're doing that and make it more enticing. Instead of just directly lowering the price of stones, right?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, no, definitely. All right. Any word from the Legends
I haven't
boys?
heard from the guys.
Okay. I guess until they pop on in.
Do you ping them? Hold on.
I think a couple of we pinged them in
Discord,
and I'll ping them in
Ping
Twitter.
ping them in Twitter, yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get out of this match.
Oh, we could talk about LR Demon King Piccolo if you want. We didn't talk about him at all.
Oh, that's true.
Who?
LR Demon King Piccolo for the World Tournament.
Who?
I'm so pissed they made him a free unit. Like, sure, it's cool that he's free, but it's like
He
top
deserves.
top five all-time villain in the franchise. Come on.
I wish he was a banner unit. He should have been a banner unit this time. 100% should have been.
And especially this exact version of him. Like, he is a transforming unit from old to young. His animation is Shenron coming out. Like, that is a summonable unit. I don't know what they did.
That hype the World Tournament.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
they should have at least made him like insanely good. Like, by far the best free to play unit in the game to make people at least go for him in the World Tournament, right?
Yeah,
people are still going for him. I mean,
yeah, they're going pretty crazy. At least in my local, like my local, what was it? My top 3 people are at 150 million plus each, which for JP is pretty crazy. And then the next few after that are like 90 million, 80 million. It's just like nuts.
Sucks nobody's number 1.
Yeah, let me see here. My top, I don't have it that bad, but I was super lazy. I don't want to. I don't know. I just lost the motivation to grind World Tournament last like few months.
I expect you're first in local.
Oh yeah, I don't think anybody's even close.
What's your points right now?
But it's global. Points is like a little bit over 100 million.
Oh, that's so cute. My top local guy right now has 178 million.
Yeah, my guy has 100.
If I was actually playing, I would be at like 250 by now.
The top person on JP right now is 474 million.
Yeah,
well, but
what's
he's
the name?
He's the modder.
The top 2 are modders, I think.
X2 rewards. Oh, times 2
Yeah.
rewards.
Yeah, that's
okay. Well, I don't know. The third place though, he's got 420 million.
Is it a normal name?
Yeah,
if it's a normal name,
it's a
then
Japanese name. Yeah.
Okay, that's probably legit. Yeah,
a legit player.
And funny enough, the difference between the modder points and the legit guy, it's not that big of a difference actually.
Yeah, because they stopped modding it. Yeah. Like 5 hours ago they stopped. So that tells you how far ahead they were.
They just got bored of it.
They did.
Yeah.
All right. Should we just move on? Are Brad and the other guys in here? Nope, not yet. Brad replied on the Twitter page, but
Yeah, I posted a picture. It's kind of funny. SSR pull rates in gacha games. So, Fate Grand Order, it's 1% to pull in SSR. Epic 7, 1.2%. Idol Master Shiny Colors is 2%. Arknights is 2%. Princess Connect Redive is 2.5%. GBF is 3%. Girl Frontline is 3%. Idol Master Starlight Stage is 3%. And Coronavirus is 3.4% rate to get it.
Okay, listen.
To get it or to die?
3% pull rate, right? I never pull out the star, so we're fine. We're good.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So.
All right. Chance of pulling it featured if you're a YouTuber.
Okay, if you're a nano, it's guaranteed first multi.
Yeah, if you're a nano, it's guaranteed. That's it.
First one.
If you're nano, it's guaranteed. If you're me, never.
First time first pull it's always it's nano, and then I guess D-Free brings up the rear, and that's about it.
If you're me, I have lower rates than everybody else.
Says Mr. 360 for the LR.
Here we go. Every time I mention something about luck.
Doesn't matter.
No, wait. Didn't you pull like 5 copies of like Android, whatever? Literally back to back to back to back. No, you have increased rates.
By the way, total side note to Corey here. He says, I've been working in Seattle. I'm from Seattle, so I stay safe, man. I keep hearing from family that it's crazy over the virus.
In Seattle?
Yeah. Like Washington
I heard
State.
California was bad.
Oh.
Dude, I tried to go, and this morning I went to Costco at 8 a.m. to pick up supplies. There's a line to get in Costco. Costco doesn't even open until 10 a.m. I got there 2 hours before, and the line went from the entrance of Costco down to the freeway to get in.
Yeah, I can see that.
And you know what? It's all for freaking toilet paper.
I don't get it, dude. The toilet paper is a cure or something, dude. I swear.
It's because if you have to quarantine yourself in your apartment for 2 weeks, you're not going to want to run out of that.
Yeah,
I mean, unless you
want to. You can just literally hop in the shower, right?
Yeah, if you have to.
Put that shit on max blast, dude.
I got ripped in a new one.
Spread your cheeks and let it,
let it. Or listen to this. Or you could use toilet paper.
Or you can use newspaper, dude. How the old age did it.
Or you could just be like India.
Yeah, well, that's what India does.
Why does everybody say that, bro? Like everybody says you could just be like India, dog. I don't know.
Because that's what they do.
They've been preparing, dude.
Feels definitely racist to me.
It's not. It's true.
It's actually what they do. They use newspaper.
Yeah. Okay.
No, they use their hands.
You don't have to flush.
I said it feels racist. I didn't say it was.
Clog your pipes. You don't flush the newspaper. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, you just toss it
reuse
out.
it. You can just wash it and reuse it. What are you talking about? Calm down.
All right.
You just put some water on it. It becomes wet. It's perfect.
My buddies in Alaska. In Anchorage, they're like, there's dehydrated toilet paper. You splash a little bit of water, and it just becomes like a wet wipe.
What the hell?
Yeah, I'm like, dehydrated toilet paper? Like, what's going on? He's like, yeah, that's what we do in Alaska. I don't have regular toilet paper. Use dehydrated ones. I'm like, oh, geez, I don't know, man. The world is so crazy. They come up with the most random stuff sometimes.
And while I'm over here, and we got our toilet paper back mostly in Japan. I mean, some stores are still out, but overall, you're pretty minded here.
So, do you just stay home all day, or?
Me? I mean, I go out. I go running and everything. I went into the city a couple days ago into Tokyo. It was actually kind of dead for Tokyo, which was kind of shocking. But I think because they closed everything very fast and people kind of took it a little serious, once the government wasn't really doing much. It's funny. There have been some articles coming out about how people are afraid that this is going to be a repeat of the nuclear power plant from the earthquake back in 2011. They're scared of that kind of a fallout like that essentially. But of course across the entire country, not just in one area. So that's why I think people are taking it very serious right now. But it was really funny going to Costco the other day because there is actually a lot of toilet paper there. They do limit you to one per customer
cart,
though.
Yeah.
Amazon.
You can find plenty there.
Amazon was actually limiting people on how many cases of bottled water you could buy.
And people are making multiple accounts
account.
to try.
So I just logged in with my account, bought my 2 cases of I think it's like 24 packs of water. I bought 2, And then I tried to buy more, and they told me I couldn't, so I just made 3 more accounts and bought 6 more cases.
Look at Goresh here contributing.
They should have just made it by address. Why would they do it by account? They're so stupid.
It's too funny.
Oh my god!
All
Well,
right.
I live in a building, so it's like there might be more than one person ordering it in the building.
That's true.
But like by address, I guess they can't do it.
Because if somebody next door wants to buy the water, I'm not going to say like, oh, the guy next to you bought it, so now you can't have it. Like this is what
I just have a Brita, so that's all I need.
All right, shall we get on to Legends? If there's anything to talk about Legends.
All right, you guys have fun on Legends. I'll be back here next week for Dokkan.
All right, Speedy.
Yeah, next week should be good because it'll be Saiyan Day.
Talk about.
It was fun talking to you guys, and I'll catch you guys later.
All right, later, Speedy.
Okay, so Legends, to my knowledge, again, nothing really happening, but I'm not a hardcore player. Fresh?
There's a rumor. We can talk about it for a little bit if you guys want. It is about an upcoming part 2, I guess, to the 530,000 downloads, or not downloads. What is it, like followers campaign or something like on Twitter? Yeah. There was a rumor. I have a video about this, but there's a rumor that Cheelai and Broly are coming. Now I'm not sure if it's gonna be like banner units. I assume so because it's Legends and they do a banner every other day. But we could be seeing like a Broly and the Cheelai coming. Who knows if the Cheelai is going to be like Legends Rising or not Legends Rising, Rising Battle, or if she's going to be like maybe a new unit that comes out similar to how Android 21 did, where one of them was a summon unit and then one of them was like a free unit. I think that's probably pretty likely. But yeah, a new Broly is probably coming because of what we saw yesterday on Twitter. People can actually see in the store, the Google Play Store in Japan, that it says like Broly and Cheelai like arrive or something on the actual Legends banner, like the text that says that. And some people can't, so there's multiple cases of people being able to see that. So it seems pretty likely to me now that that's actually going to happen.
Well, I mean, like you said, it's Legends. They throw every banner out. So
yeah, we'll see.
I mean, I was gonna say the 21. I was gonna say just like the 21. I think Broly's the summonable one, and Cheelai is gonna be the farmable one, like the good 21. And then you're gonna need Broly to farm her more efficiently, of course, because that's how they do it.
Oh god!
For the love of God,
21 grind though.
I was gonna say, for the love of God, just don't make any of them an LF unit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, like, what is the banner gonna look like? Because we have 2 step ups that are up right now until like April something, so they're up for a while, and they're just gonna throw another banner at us like already. Like, what is it gonna be, like a Legends Rising banner? Like, what is it gonna be? Another step up? We're gonna have 3 running at the same time? Like,
oh my god!
Honestly,
this has not been the greatest in term. Like Legends been getting a lot of flack for their double LF banners. Like, oof.
Well, I think a lot of this has to do with the fact that their schedule got messed up because of that error that was occurring for a long time.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I think maybe they were intending to drop maybe like one of these banners one week and then another one a different week, but then everything got screwed up and they were like, okay, just throw it all into one celebration, even though it probably wouldn't have been the best thing anyway.
Here's 2 LF banners, guys. Have fun.
Yeah, it's not good.
Are you guys done with your summons, or are you guys still going? Because I know it's been crazy for a few of you guys.
Yeah, I'm done. I've been done for a while.
I'm pretty much good. I might push a little bit, but nothing. 22,000 to get a copy of each of the summonable units. It's like, I'm alright.
Yeah, it's I got lucky with Piccolo, but I didn't get so lucky with Frieza.
Oh man, the
took a lot
Frieza
of crystals.
fanboy here didn't get lucky, man.
Irony, bro. Irony.
I haven't gotten lucky in any banner since the Namek Step Up banner.
Yikes!
Oh, that one. Wow, that was a long time ago. At least it feels like it.
Yeah, I'm done now because I don't have any more sales, and I did bought regular price for a while. So yeah, I'm just buying the what is it, the daily 2K and the 2 tickets.
Yeah, that's the pack. Yeah.
And I'm using those 2K to Zenkai Gohan.
Yeah, it's probably better. It's honestly probably a better use of your crystals than just spending it on the step up, to be honest.
But that requires you to have a 7-star purple Gohan. When was the last time that guy came back?
Never.
He's on that banner right now. I literally did not have this Gohan until the step up came up, and then I pulled him there, and then there was the Legends Legends banner, and I went kind of hard on that banner to 7-star that Gohan.
I don't know how you do it, man. I just can't validate. He's good, but only at like high up on the Zenkai. Zenkai 1, 2, and 3 are like, all right.
Legends does a terrible job at bringing units back. Like, when was the last time you saw? I'm gonna go through the list right now, and I'm gonna rattle some off. Hold on, give me 1 second.
I mean, we just had Kakunsa, right?
So like, Rosie has never returned.
Yeah.
She's never been featured on another banner besides the one she came out on. When did she come out? Like October? Let me see. See if I can find this.
As we wait in anticipation.
Well, I didn't have Rosie and Kakunsa either, right? What happened?
September 10th was when that banner came out. Hey, she has not returned. She's not been featured since September 10th on a banner.
Well, she hasn't even been unfeatured. She's just not been in any banner.
She was on the 21 banner, but she was unfeatured. So it's like literally like a crapshoot.
I literally got her there. That's the one copy I got. It was just like, oh, well, this is better than pulling a featured unit. Like,
yeah.
It's not good. Not good.
Well, damn, I didn't know how lucky I was. I got Rosie on like one of those random ass tickets back on the banner. I didn't even pull her in my summons. I'll take it.
Because a lot of these units they don't bring back because they just throw them on the Masters Pack banner, which is fine. But for units that are like the Gohan that are Legends Rising, they don't put those on the Masters Pack banners.
No, yeah, dude, I literally how much have I freaking spent on this stupid ass game, and I have a 2-star Gohan. He's like my only unit below like 3 stars, and it's like, darn.
He might be like the unit that has come back on the least amount of banners. Like, when was the last time Lord Slug was featured?
I don't remember.
His banner, like maybe the Namekian banner. I don't know.
He came out a year ago. When was the last time he was featured? Was it on that banner?
Maybe the Namekian banner. Yeah, like that's all I can think.
Yeah, and then they come out with these shitty banners, like the side banners that are up right now with the Gohan. They force people to spend on them by putting units that haven't been back in like a year on those banners.
Dude, I pulled so many purple goddamn transforming Trunkses off that banner. I was so pissed every time. It was like guaranteed SSR sparking, and then every time it's the purple transforming Trunks.
Yeah,
he's good at least.
It's true, but I don't need him.
I get it, 100%. But it's like, blue Trunks.
And what about this? Prior to this banner right now, when was the last time the blue Gohan was featured? The father-son Kamehameha Gohan.
I think he's on the banner.
He's on the current banner, but like prior to that, like I can't even think of the last time he was featured.
Honestly, Hybrids got shafted for a while there, dude.
They're still shafted. The team is not good.
I agree. I agree with that now, but it's still like it was so good. Like right when Sun Family came out, Hybrids were like a lot of fun still, and then it just died overnight. It was like, nope, sorry about that.
The problem with Hybrids, I'll tell you the problem with Hybrids. The problem with Hybrids is that all the main units that you're using on the team have only one buff. Like they're only buffing one stat. Because the way
that's the main issue.
Yeah, the way they designed all the hybrid units is that they only gave them one stat, but they're buffing multiple tags, which is not a problem per se. But when every single unit on your team is buffing one stat, the team is just inherently weaker than like Sun Family, who has like multiple buffs.
100%, yeah, I agree.
Or God Key, like has that same, like God Key has the same thing where it's like every unit is buffing 2 stats, so that's why like you see the ability bonus is like sky high. Same thing with Android. Those teams are inherently really good because of that. But then you look at hybrids, like Yellow Gohan's really good, he's only buffing Strike Attack. Future Gohan's really good, he's only buffing Strike Attack. Go-10 LF is good, he's only buffing Blast. LF Gohan's good, he's only buffing Blast. Like, we can go through the list.
I mean, dude, I still run the Go-10 and Trunks, like the OG ones, because they give 2 stats.
Yeah, they're the best buffers for
They're like the only ones that are, I mean, Super Trunks are pretty good too with crit.
I think I mentioned this in my tier list video, but like, you have who is it? You have the Goten in the Trunks, and you have the yellow Kid Gohan, who everybody hates pulling, but he's actually a really good bench
HP, dude. Yeah,
hybrid.
No, straight up.
So like you could use those 3 guys as bench, and then you have like yellow Gohan, LF Gohan, and like the new purple Gohan Zenkai, and that's like your team. It's not the best team, but that's it.
Yeah, no, it sucks. I mean, you'd think hybrids would be way more up there because they're really, really popular.
Yeah, they just have very poorly designed Z abilities. Well, they're not poorly designed. They're just
lacking.
It's poor design to give every hybrid unit only one stat that they're buffing.
Yeah, if you're gonna do just like Gohan, and he was gonna be Sun Family always, whatever else, fine. And then Trunks is gonna be the one that carries the team. All right, not ideal, but it'll work.
Yeah, even that purple Trunks is only buffing like what blast defense for hybrids. Like, that's really bad.
And then what, Vegeta Family?
Yeah,
no, legit.
It just seems that they can't decide what to do with hybrids, because like you guys stated before, like after the beginning of the game, like every other team started to take off, or like slowly but surely, at least other teams started to come back into the mold. But hybrids has just been, it feels like it's stuck. No matter what new unit comes out, it's always still stuck in that same spot, because when you go online to do PvP, very rarely do you actually run into hybrids, or if you do, it's actually more of a mold of like Goku family and hybrids, or Vegeta family and hybrids or something. It's never actually just pure hybrid Saiyan.
Yeah,
anymore.
And I think I don't think I've run a hybrid Saiyan team in like a long time, like by itself. I know what you mean.
Good. Yeah, and I think that's why they made the Zenkai Gohan so good. Like he's ridiculously good because of the fact that they knew like, oh, he's gonna be ran mostly on just pure hybrid team, and they really need help really bad. I mean, you can run him on Sun Family, I guess, but he's not going to be nearly as good.
I wonder what their overall thoughts are. Do you think that they actually like take into account at all who the character is? Because I mean, like LF Gohan, when he dropped, he was probably like number 1 in the game, right? And it's like Gohan should be like number 1, 2, 3 in the entire series. If we're looking at characters people like on top of strength, on top of everything. And it's like if they gave them double buffs to the entire team, like if Yellow Super Saiyan Gohan gave you double buffs to hybrids, like both attacks or some shit, that'd be ridiculous, right? Like, so I don't know.
I mean, like, how much people really like Android 21 because she's like insane, and like they made her like intentionally made her like ridiculous. Like I don't know. There's no way Android 21 is more popular than like Gohan.
You got your weebs, but like, there's no way. Like,
yeah.
Nothing against those weebs. It's like half my viewers. So I appreciate you. It's not even an insult, dog. Like half all our viewers.
Or like Super Baby too. Like, who cares? Like,
but he's like so good.
Yeah, it's like, does anybody like him? Like, hello?
I mean, they have to do that. They got to make the crap units like really good. Like when you see a unit, you're like, oh, Rip Brienne, and it's like she was like number 1 for a couple weeks, and it's like, all right, well, fair enough, I guess.
Yeah, and then
for either, so
yeah, I don't know, man. It's just
seems
weird.
But then I mean, they know you're gonna summon for like Goku anyway, so he could just be mid, and they're like, they're gonna go for him anyways.
Like when they
most of the time, Goku's good.
You remember the first GT banner, like the GT Goku, GT Vegeta, and Rildo banner? Like nobody cared, and they made them like insane.
I know they were so good, and they just like got slept on hardcore for like 3 or 4 months. Sorry, dude, I brought my boy up in the world, so we good. Dude, I'll take being associated with him. It's dope. I feel original.
Like, yeah.
I mean, he's kind of hot doo-doo now, but that's all right. It's fine. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. I mean,
it's a challenge.
I don't know. What do you think about potential Cheelai and Broly coming out?
Is it just me and you, or the other people here?
I'm here.
Oh, okay. I can only hear the rest. I'm just doing like feedback on like other mics and stuff. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Cheelai and Broly. Freaking. I mean, I think they'd be great for it. I never even thought about Cheelai for female. She could be really, really cool in like a different kind of unit. Broly, I mean, yeah, actually, I actually kind of like it. If I'm being honest, the more I just convinced myself as I was saying that, I actually kind of like it. You know, I think Broly is a super dope character. I'm a big DBS Broly fan. It was a solid movie, everything about it, and yeah, I think it's dope.
Well, I mean,
I want them to do it right.
The better version. He's Dragon Ball Super Broly.
Yeah, no, let's just start shit in the comments. That'll be fun. That's good. No, I feel you. I agree 100%. Like, I like OG Broly just because it's OG Broly, like just nostalgia. But they did DBS Broly right.
Yeah.
Same with Bardock. I hate to say that. I love old Bardock too, but I like new Bardock, even though he's only there for 5 minutes. He's dope though.
It's funny how they took that Bardock from the movie and they made him into a unit. He doesn't even do anything in the movie. He's just standing there.
Yeah, no, legit. Like, well, think about freaking. What is it? Is Gine is in his card, isn't she? In Dokkan.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, all right, I guess. Yeah, that works. You know.
Hey! She walked, man. That's important stuff right there.
I mean, legit though. I mean, I like that though. I kind of think that's cool when they do that kind of stuff. Like, it seems kind of dumb, but it's like, screw it, man. Make a character out of everything. I don't care. Like, people are gonna play it. Like, give me some free to play units of like Gine and stuff like that. I'll take it.
Make a Gine card before Garlic Jr. Yeah.
I'll take it, dog. Dude, I don't know why you guys are all hung up on Garlic Jr. and it's like, I'm sorry, dog.
I don't know why people.
I've watched that movie, bro, and it ain't good. I'm sorry.
It's a meme. It's a meme because he's never in any games.
No, I get that.
I wonder why.
Just do it for the meme. People would summon for it. I guarantee you people would rainbow him.
Well, at this point
Dokkan,
now they would, yeah. And Dokkan needs to realize that because they wouldn't have a little while back, but at this point, yeah, they would now because it's like a meme throughout the entire community.
I think Garlic Jr. has a better chance of releasing in Legends or Dokkan over Dr. Wheelo because Dr. Wheelo is like nobody cares, like literally nobody cares about Dr. Wheelo.
But I hate the voice acting in that movie, bro. It's so bad. I've tried to watch it, dog. I don't care what anybody says. You can tell me it's better voice acting. It's not. I'm sorry. I've tried to watch Dr. Wheelo before, and it's like, I'm all right, thanks. You're the strongest Goku.
I'm just agreeing with everything you just said right now. I'm like, yeah, I can't.
No,
dude,
I can't
like
even
listen to it. Just
the
like,
old
oh
movies. It's like even. I mean, I own Slug and everything. Like, I remember I bought Slug and I bought all those way back when before they remastered them and everything. And it's like they're kind of low key trash, but I love them because I grew up with them. But they're kind of low key trash. Like,
you know what's kind of weird too? I don't think there's a single game ever that has the, I guess, false Super Saiyan Goku from that Slug movie. I don't think there's a single game that has that form of Goku in it.
I thought Dokkan did, didn't it?
No, Dokkan doesn't have it.
Technical error?
No, we have him. The strength one, the formable one.
That's Kaioken.
Yeah. That's a Kaioken one.
Oh, it is Kaioken. You're right. You're right. Not false Super Saiyan.
Yeah, not false Super Saiyan. Yeah.
Feel you. I mean, yeah, that'd be cool, I guess. I think it's just a weird contention point for the fandom because back then they were like, "Oh, hey, there's gonna be a thing, but not really, kind of ish," you know. And it was like, I can see why they don't really want to touch on it nowadays. It's been so long at this point, especially. It'd be kind of weird once Super Saiyan, because how popular Super Saiyan is just as a whole, you know. Damn it, dude! I'm getting bodied in Mystery Dungeon because I'm trying to talk to you guys.
We're all playing something right now.
Yeah, we're all playing something.
I'm in like the last dungeon and I'm getting destroyed. I have a Trico and I gotta go fight a Groudon, dog. This isn't fair, dog.
You know the funny thing about that Slug movie was it's actually called like the Super Saiyan Goku in Japanese. That's the title of the movie.
Yeah.
Because they give him false Super Saiyan.
Yeah, because that originally was like, I think that movie came out prior to him actually going Super Saiyan in the manga or the anime, whatever they decided to go with. Because
they
didn't have the design down for it, and they were like, "Okay, this is the Super Saiyan, right?" And then they came up with the actual one. They're like, "Oh, damn, that's not it." Like it was just very badly coordinated.
Well, what else is happening in Legends? What else do we think is going to happen? Like transition-wise, change. There's got to be something coming up, right?
Yeah, more banners, I think.
Yeah.
Really?
Let's not too hype about it.
I can't keep getting shots on every banner. It's gonna kill me at some point.
I mean, you got 2 games too.
Both. I'm getting shots on both, by the way, not just Legends. It's probably even worse than Dokkan. Actually, definitely is worse than Dokkan.
Well, see, then I don't even play Dokkan that much, and I have like really good luck. I spent 150 stones and got Cooler, got fucking Salsa, like all these things, and it's like
I got 1 in 2,300.
I can't even fathom, bro.
That happens every banner.
That's legitimately my rent. Like
it happens every banner.
I don't know. I mean, no, we had the conversation, Doug. Like I don't know.
I don't know. Like if it happens the same day, I might just quit.
Oh, I don't believe you.
I haven't.
Your life is inundated, dog. You can't go back now.
I mean, I didn't log in for a week after the cooler banner. I lost my login streak.
Ooh. That fucking sucks.
You lost all that friend points in Zenny. Like, whew.
Well, I lost 5 days of my subscription.
Huh?
Oh, I forgot about that. I had terrible luck on this Beerus banner. I think it took me, was it 2,500 to get the first copy, and then another like 15 to 2K to get the rest. I don't know. I went through several collabs and did not pull him, so I just know that.
Jurash, the day you quit Legends, like legit quit Legends, that'll be a day to remember.
I quit Dokkan before Legends.
You quit Dokkan before Legends, bro? Yeah. Oh, we're gonna 100%. Hold you to that.
I mean, I kind of see it. I can kind of see it just because of how much you've gone in on Legends, but I could actually kind of see that.
I don't know, man. I will never know how you guys do it. Fiscally just in general. I don't care if I had.
Don't look at me. These two are the whales. These two are the whales.
If I had $10 million in my account, I still couldn't bring myself to do it. It's so much more fun to have longevity on characters. Like when I got Goku to 6 stars, like GT Goku, I was like over the fucking moon for like 3 or 4 days. Like I legit was like hype about it because it took me like 6 months to pull him with that, and it just felt cool. I don't know. I would be destroyed if I was just like, oh, okay, cool. I don't need him. Oh, there's my 14-star Vegito. Like, I'd go insane, dude. Like,
yeah, I mean, 14-star Vegito's like, eh.
Well, I mean, that's okay. Hold on. That's a different person we're referencing here. That's on quite a different level than even us, but still, like, I understand that, but it's wild. Like, I can't fathom it. I'll never be able to, but that's just, I'm not a whale, you know?
Oh, no. I think until you cross that threshold into whale status, you and I will never understand, man. These two whales here will always.
Well, I understand the idea of being a whale, and especially like when a banner drops, get straight up to 6 stars. I get it. But these crazy son of a guns that I fight first night that have a 14-star, the new unit, it's like, you're insane. You're actually insane. I don't get it. I'm not going to understand it. I get getting the double buffs. I understand that 100%. But you just power in 5-6 grand the first night the game comes out. The banner comes out. It's just me, though. Half the people I talk to on a daily basis wail out like that, so I don't know. Look at freaking Ray Uden, dude. He's like, let me chill back a little bit. I ain't gonna spend that much, dog. He's 9-star Super Saiyan 3 Goku now. And it's like, okay, yeah, I got you. Just chill back. Yeah, you're good, dude.
Yeah, just chill.
It's just funny, man. I get it too, though. I cave.
But to be fair, that is his favorite form and his favorite.
Oh no, yeah. Hey, if you're gonna chase it, you're gonna chase your favorite for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah. So like, I get it. If it's your favorite character, then the thing about being okay. This is what I tell people about whaling. All right, it's not about the literal dollar amount. It's the mindset of I'm gonna grab this until I get it. That's it. Like I won't stop till I get it. Like that's the thought process.
Okay, I get what you're saying with that.
So if it takes me 1,000 CC to get like 3 copies, sure, that's it. But if I want 15 copies, then it's gonna take me 100,000 CC or 500,000, whatever it is. I'm gonna get it. You know. So like, but of course you got to be fiscally responsible with your stuff. So like right now with the whole Corona stuff, I'm not working as much as I used to, so I ain't whaling, and I'm not gonna be spending too much. But and I'm gonna readjust my expectations of what I want. So if it's like I'm just gonna get 1 copy, that's it. However long it's gonna take me, I'll get that 1 copy. But okay. So I just for some people they think when they say, "Oh, you're such a whale," I'm like, "Well, yeah, I get it. Till like I keep going till I get it. Like that's the mindset, and the monetary value is secondary to that. At least that's what it is between me and like a bunch of other people who, quote unquote, are whales as well. So,
well, and like I said, I get it. I actually do understand like going ham on something, but the people I understand like truth and stuff. You make your money back and everything, right? But if like these people who go negative, I'll get comments and stuff saying they can't pay their rent and stuff, and it's like, but pay your freaking rent. What are you doing?
Yeah,
like, you don't need that. Like
yeah.
I can't help you with that, man. Like, my car is gonna get impounded because I had to get that LF Vegeta. And it's like, dog, like, it's I don't know. It's
tell him to take out a mortgage.
Yeah, dude, I had some kid at work because I was talking about how I hate spending money on the game and whatever else. He's like, yeah, but aren't you making money back? And I was like, yeah, but I mean, you know, if I spend too much, I just go negative, whatever else. I just got bodied. God damn it, bro. I'm on the 19th floor of this damn dungeon. Anyways,
Dokkan just crashed. God damn. Why does it only crash in the World Tournament? That's an issue.
No, I was talking to this kid, and he's like, why don't you just get a credit card, Brad? Because I have like a credit card, but it's for very minor stuff just to build my credit. He's like, get a credit card to spend on this game. And it's like, what a terrible idea.
Yeah, that's a terrible idea.
I would go insane. Like, no. I don't know, man. Just, it is what it is. I'm not. Yeah, I guess I'll give up on this damn adventure. No, oh, stage 23, bro. It doesn't matter. Talking about Legends, dog. Well, I'm live right now, so these people just watch me get bodied, so that's cool.
Are you really?
Yeah, no, I'm live. I'm just like not talking at all. Like, this is like the most awkward stream I've ever done, where like people are just talking.
That's funny.
I just want to play Mystery Dungeon, bro. Like, and like when I freaking do it normally, like 8 people watch, and I'm like, all right, that's sick. 25,000 subs, no big deal. So, anyways, Legends and stuff. What else is going on? What else are we talking about?
Do you want to go to questions? And then we have some questions from Twitter.
Yeah, that works. I'll take questions. Yeah, I'm just BSing at this point.
I mean, that's literally what there's nothing to talk about anyway.
Yeah, there's literally nothing. Maybe Broly and Cheelai. Who knows?
I expect if it's not them, I expect something to be announced on 2 days from now on Monday. Keep in mind, last year. Well, no, because Saiyan Day, right? Keep in mind, last year we had LF Gohan and Cell come out, and then 2 weeks later we had the Gogeta come out. So something big's probably coming.
I guess the question is like, so wait, every banner. Let's look at it like just a regular banner, not a step up or anything. When they release a new unit, it's 2 new Sparkings.
Generally, yeah.
Generally, 2 new Sparkings and an extreme, right? Or 2 extremes.
If it's a UST banner, then 2 extremes, yeah. But for Legends Rising, they usually don't do new extremes. Same thing for step ups, but I think the past few step ups have been exceptions because Super Saiyan 4's had new extremes, and then the one that we have right now.
Can we get Super Saiyan 4 banners? Like, those are honestly the only like good ones.
Yeah, those were good. No LFs.
Yeah, no LFs. Well, the reason why I'm asking, so like, okay, if this Broly banner comes out, let's say let's do some predictions. Okay, so if we get a Broly, and let's say the Cheelai is a farmable 21 card like version, right? So what's the other Sparking we get? And maybe if it's a UST, maybe what extremes come with it?
I was thinking maybe because we haven't gotten a Gogeta in a while, so I was thinking maybe a standalone Super Saiyan Gogeta from the Broly movie. That could be cool. People will definitely summon for that.
Yeah. And they'll make them blue, just so everyone thinks it's, hey, we're going to release Gogeta blue, guys. Just...
Oh, God. Oh, my God. That would be absolutely... Honestly, I just laugh. I just laugh at that point.
Paragus. Extreme Paragus?
Paragus, yeah, they could do that.
I mean, mind that.
I guess it would have to be from the Broly movie. I mean, they could do like Lemo. I don't know.
I don't dislike Lemo, but he's just kind of like
he's just there.
Yeah, it's like, all right, hey, what's up, dude?
What about like a Frieza from the Broly movie? We don't have that.
Yeah, I was gonna say like the young Frieza.
Yeah, or like a King Vegeta or something. I don't know. Because we don't have a King Vegeta. King Vegeta had more screen time than Bardock in the movie.
Yes.
We need King Vegeta in a lot of games, genuinely. Like, he's actually like a relatively prevalent character to like a lot of the fandom. Like, we all know him and acknowledge this and that, and it's like they're just like, he doesn't actually exist. It's fine. You like Vegeta more.
Total side note, guys. Hold on, sorry. I'm really sorry. It's total side note. When we were talking about Dr. Wheelo and Garlic Jr., someone literally just posted on Twitter to the podcast thread and says they were playable in Budokai Tenkaichi 3 apparently.
Yeah, I know that. I didn't say they weren't playable. I think the only unit that I said wasn't playable in any game is Fall Super Saiyan Goku. I don't think there's any game with him in it.
No, to my
I remember I remember Garlic Jr. being playable in Budokai Tenkaichi 3 because I remember playing him as him.
You can transform to the big version of him, right?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, okay, I do remember that too.
That's like the only game that has like a lot of those characters in it, like characters that nobody cares about. Because they're just reskins of like already existing characters. That's the whole game. The game was like an insane amount of characters, but they're all reskins.
Dog, I remember being a giant fan of Oob, and now I kind of like low-key hate Oob nowadays.
Nobody really cares about Oob.
It's weird. He had so much potential to be dope. Like he really could have been sick, and they were just like, meh. Yeah.
I think a lot of that has to do with GT just being not that cool.
Well, I mean, I've said it a million times. With GT, when it succeeds, GT's phenomenal. But like where it fails, it's like, oof, like
yeah.
Like literally, that's the problem with GT is like the stuff that's great it's amazing, and it really is like things you maintain in your head like for always. Like Super Saiyan 4s are like some of the best transformations, and then it's like everything else. It's like, ooh, all right. It's just how it is. I mean, it's been that way forever though, so it is what it is.
Don't worry, they'll bust out Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta at some time before things start to really go crazy.
Well, we don't have an Oob in Legends yet, so that could be something that's coming. Maybe like a Rising Battle Oob or something. I don't know. And maybe
Oob's good.
What if they did
Dokkan? So
they could do a transforming Oob in Legends. That'd be cool. Like a Majin Buu comes out and like merges with him. I don't know.
That'd be cool. Yeah, I mean they have it in Dokkan, and that guy's actually vastly underrated. He's a very good card.
Yeah, but he's free to play, so I don't know. Like I'm just saying, like I don't think anybody would actually summon for an Oob card.
No, I don't think he would. Unless you threw him onto a banner, like, you know, if they threw him back onto like the Super Saiyan 4 Goku banner or something like that, and still made him really good, then I think that might have worked.
How it is. I don't know. Like I said, Oob had a lot of potential in like. I mean, yeah, the is he tech? Yeah, the tech one, the LR one. He's actually pretty cool. Like
he's very good.
Yeah, he's really good. Vastly underrated.
Very underrated.
By the way, Global doesn't have Mecha Freezing King Cold yet. Just saying.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
It's like 10 months. Yeah. But yeah. Just throwing it out there.
Well, I mean, it's literally, dude. I feel like at this point you might be well known enough in the fandom to like stuff to like transition and shit. Like genuinely, because a lot of things do feel like they're just like slightly against things you enjoy. I don't know. Well, you might be prevalent enough to cause stuff like that.
Well, he could probably switch this to another game, but I guess another point of discussion is what other gacha game could they make for Dragon Ball?
I don't know, dog. At this point, I mean, Legends could be the peak. It's just they just mess so many stupid things up. Like Legends could easily be just like top 3 games. I mean, the way that when it works, it's so dope. But
it is. No, that's
there's so much that they have dropped the ball on.
That's the most soul crushing thing about the Legends to me is that literally like it can be the best mobile game, period, and they just don't update it to be good. Like that's just how it is.
No, yeah, they just do all the wrong little tiny stuff, and it's like I'm okay without quality of life changes. I don't care that much. I don't need to have a bunch of free to play characters, but not like one every like 3 months. Like now I got to spend 2 days just grinding by itself. It's like, come on, dog. Just like loosen up with a little bit of stuff. They just feel so, I don't know, stingy. And you don't ever want to feel stingy. Yeah. It's very like they don't want to open anything up to anybody. And it's like, bro, like I don't know. We've had this conversation before.
Yeah. I think if they like. I was gonna say Bujigear is going offline in 2 days. Well, maybe even less than that now.
Did they put a banner up 2 days before they went out?
No. I'm just saying there's only 2 days left of the game.
Well, you put that video up with the Gogeta thing, so that's why.
Oh yeah, that banner's been up for like a month now.
Oh, okay.
But I think if they like seriously took a look at how they did that game and like they like revamped a lot of stuff, made it into an app, made it globally, and they did a release like as an app, like fully developed, everything was like in tip-top shape. I think that game could actually do really well financially, like way better than it did. Because it was browser-based in Japan only. It's so restricted.
So
like, there's no reason for it to be so restricted. With the Dragon Ball IP, it just they were like high when they made it or something. I don't know what the thought process
honestly,
was.
Though, they kind of killed it for how low key it was. Just being in Japan browser based, they actually kind of killed it. So that says a lot about the game.
Yeah, I mean it was fun. It's just it was a good mobile game. Like there wasn't like you don't log in, you don't do adventures, you don't do co-op, you don't do all this stuff that just takes your whole day.
Well, it was like, are you even having fun then? Like,
yeah, and I mean, you log in, you play a few matches, you do some
it was
some computer matches. I mean, it was kind of like how Dokkan set up, where like you do some stuff in the day, and then that's it. It's a mobile game.
I think the other problem was because it came out, it was announced alongside Legends, right?
Yeah, it came out like a month before Legends did. People played it when it came out, and then Legends came out. People were just like, all right, let's play Legends.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I never played it myself, but a card game for Dragon Ball, I thought that would be interesting. I think the concept worked. I just like you said, I think the issue was it was too restrictive in their player base, and that's why it died.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's so much, like we have a puzzle game that's Dokkan. We have a action fighting game mobile version that's Legends. There's got to be some kind of like turn-based RPG that they're missing here.
I mean, they could just do Heroes for mobile.
That's true.
But I don't think they would do that because the whole draw for a lot of people, including me, is the physical collective aspect, and you lose the whole thing when you do mobile.
Yeah, when are you coming back out here, Goresh? We got to do our live.
Corona's not around.
Go and exterminate coronavirus real fast, and I'll come over.
Well, now you just demonetized his entire stream, dog, by saying the word. So
no, they've gotten better with that. They got better with that. They stopped demonetizing.
You get demonetized for saying that?
Yeah,
for like the first
like
day.
2 weeks. If you said coronavirus, would have been.
Why? What is the trigger for that?
You can't talk about real world stuff, dog. This is YouTube.
We have our own little bubble to worry about. Yeah,
this video is not for kids, man.
Oh, dog. Censorship is, I don't know. Censorship is pathetic. Like, I'm so glad I grew up in a world where like nobody gave a shit. Like,
Same.
I watched Andy Milonakis and stuff, like on the face with powder and everything. I don't know, man. I couldn't imagine growing up in a world that's so closed in like it is nowadays. But I guess I'm a boomer. Fuck it, I guess, right?
Yeah, we're all boomers.
Okay, boomer.
I got two more. A year and a half until I'm a boomer.
Tell you what, you cut out.
As I said, I got a year and a half until I'm considered a boomer, I guess, by the
community. You keep cutting out.
You cut out right as you go to say it. And tell it. It's like, what?
I guess I'm considered a boomer according to the community because in a year and a half. That's all I'm trying to say.
Okay, got you. Are you turning 30? Is that it?
I'll turn 29 in a couple of months, and then I turn 30 next year.
I'm 27. I keep getting called old bald fuck in my streams, and it's like, all right, dog, like that's dope. I guess I'm 27. I don't think I'm that old, but that's cool. Whatever. I like the term boomer. I'll take it, dude. It's better. What is it? Zoomer is the term if you're like under the.
What the fuck is Zoomer supposed to be?
If you're under 20 or something, that's what they call it, a Zoomer. And I don't know, bro.
What the heck is going
I'm a boomer. I don't know, bro. Like I don't keep up with the terms, dog. I saw one kid say it on the chat, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Zoomer. You're gonna use it now, and you know you damn well are, dude.
I know I am.
You're gonna have a patient, dog, and they're gonna be like under the age of 20. You're like, oh, so your son's a Zoomer? I see. I got you,
dude. When my patients come by and they like their kids come, I'm like, dude, I am so old. I have no clue what the hell you're talking about.
Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy. I even asked. Okay, so like the one thing that has stayed tried and true for me, I always use like Pokemon as a way to like talk to little kids. It's the only thing I can talk to little kids.
No, that's true. Yeah,
it's the only thing I can talk to them about. I swear to God, 9 times out of 10, I'm like, "What's your favorite Pokemon?" And Pikachu, and it's like, well, okay, that's maintained at least. Like, I don't necessarily think it's good, but it's like, well, I don't feel super duper old at least. I appreciate that.
Dude, you could walk up to a 75-year-old man on the street and they'd know what you're talking about if you said Pikachu.
Oh, dude, it's true. My grandpa, dude. Well, I mean, my grandpa like only knows Pikachu, but
yeah, that's all you know.
It still blows his mind that I do YouTube. Like literally, whenever I describe it, he's like, "Ah, it's just phenomenal, Brad. I'm astounded."
Yeah, that's what my parents say. My parents are like 55.
Dog, it's wild. Like my mom tries to explain it to her friends, and she's like, "I don't know. He posts on Twitter or something." Make videos on YouTube, and then it's like, Mom, come on, like, no. It's so simple. I don't understand. Maybe we're like in that weird age because I don't get like not understanding how it works. How does the radio make money? Ads. I don't. It's really simple. TV. But then you explain it to somebody and they're like, "Wait, you play a video game?" And it's like, "Well, yeah, but you listen to a stupid song." Like, I don't know, bro. Like, it is what it is, dog. You get it. Oh snap, dog! I'm about to replace my Beldum with a Matang. What's up, dude? So I have to talk to my chat every now and again. My bad.
Make sure you play a lot of ads during your stream.
Yeah. Every like 5 minutes, just play an ad.
I mean, it sounds crappy, but it's like people. I mean, people understand the hustle, though. I notice whenever I put more ads on video, most people get it. Like, you get the occasional guy that's like, "Oh my goodness," and it's like, "Well, bro, go watch a TV show. It's crazy."
Yeah,
I can't watch TV
anymore.
Like,
seriously,
it's insane.
I was watching a show on like just a website, and the amount of ads they play 8 ads per ad break.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's like, what the hell is this? I might as well not even watch it.
Can I play 8 ads in the middle of like a battle or something, dude? Hey, dog, we'll be right back real quick. Just gonna take 4 minutes real fast just to show you guys some stuff. I think you can't skip them.
I think it's to make up for people using ad block, but still.
Well, I mean, I get it, kind of. I mean, yeah, Hulu. I think it's the biggest BS in the world that Hulu still charges you. Like even if you pay for the one that had like you have 2 separate plans, you still have to pay money even if you watch ads, and it's like, well, what the hell's the point then? So you're just making double money off me now? I got it. It's like, all right. It's whatever, dude. All right, what else we talking about with Legends? We got off topic.
We got more questions. We should have more questions.
Randomly showed up as well.
What's up, Doc?
Hey, look who finally showed up.
Running errands. What's going on?
You've pretty much been talking about nothing, so you're
pretty much.
So you're literally good. No, like.
Yeah, it's been a quiet week, I guess, for both games, from what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
We talked a little bit about the rumor of Broly and Cheelai. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I included it in part of my video that I put out today. I mean, has any more news about that come out other than what you and I saw on Twitter and stuff earlier?
I don't think so, but I think we're pretty confident at this point that it seems at least somewhat credible because there's multiple people reporting that they're seeing that. So I guess we'll see on Monday when they release whatever they're gonna drop next on Twitter.
I mean, it kind of fits for the time, honestly, though. Like when you think about when things would drop in the game, it makes sense.
I mean, it's Saiyan Day, so I guess.
Yeah, I mean, is Legends even? We haven't gotten any type of acknowledgement that they're even doing anything for Saiyan Day, really.
Well, the one thing I did point out is that currently this is the part 1 to the celebration we're currently in. So I think this could be part 2. I don't know if they're going to technically label it Saiyan Day because last year they didn't label it Saiyan Day when they released Gogeta. But I think it's going to just play into that in some way.
Yeah, if DBS Gogeta came out around this time last year, that would be super accurate for them to put in a Broly Cheelai. Like that would line up real well.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were just thinking like what kind of banner would drop, because I think we all are in agreement that, or at least I thought that Cheelai would be like the farmable 21. You know, you just farm it, and then Broly would be some sparking, but we're like there should be another sparking and maybe an extreme with it. If it's Saiyan Day, maybe we get an extreme King Vegeta.
Is it also? It could. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but with these banners being active all the way through April, it could be entirely possible that it could be some type of Rising Battle type event as well.
Yeah. I think for like Cheelai or something, that's definitely
reasonable.
Not out of the question.
Yeah.
Like we were just talking about this too, because like what kind of banner would they even drop for Broly? Like Broly's not going to be free. Like just let's be real about that.
What was the name of the banner that DBS Gogeta was on? Wasn't it a Legends Rising or
no? That was like DBS the last
collab?
Movie. That was a movie collab banner, but they already called it the final one.
Like that?
I don't know. I feel like it could be just like sort of its own little category. Like I know once we had like the Frieza banner, it was like some advent of the Emperor or whatever, and then we had like the limit breaking Saiyans banner with Super Vegeta and Trunks. Like maybe they do like something where it's like I don't know. I don't even know what they would call it, like Rampaging Warrior or something, whatever. For Broly.
Well, they haven't really done banners like that in quite a while. It's pretty much just either Legends Limited universe space banners or whatever they're called again, and then
USCs.
Yeah, and then the rare instance of the Rising banners.
Legends Rising.
Yeah, the Legends Rising banners, which have no value at all now.
Yeah, they haven't had a super popular Legends Rising banner in quite a while now.
They could drop one. I mean, depending on what the other unit is, because like, I don't think Cheelai is going to be summonable. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. So I think it's going to be Broly, and then someone else.
I think she would be like a support unit for him, and for like a movies or Broly specific kind of team.
Yeah, probably. Maybe like a movie support.
Because movies really need another support.
I know that's the one thing. Because in my video, I was even saying like, "Oh, here we go, more movies."
What was the last Legends Rising banner?
Goku and Vegeta, the God Goku.
Goku's.
Literally the worst banner ever.
Yeah, the purple Goku was okay, but the Vegeta was
just useless. God Goku was the only good unit on that entire. I think the entire banner was just terrible, like useless, and they had no incentive at all. There was like no Z power. You didn't get any tickets from it. There was no discounts. It was just literally just like, here you go, and it was like the worst banner ever. It's like, thanks. It was like during the Dokkan's anniversary too. So it's like, why would I ever summon on this?
Yeah, I guess the issue is like, if they don't make a step up, because step ups are probably the best value. Because why would they put 3 step up banners like at the same time? What could they give us to incentivize us?
Them, they'll do it.
Yeah, watch them just add the Broly to the banner that already are up right now.
A banner update.
Which LF?
Reinvest again now.
Which LF hasn't come back in a while?
Vegeta has never come back on a banner besides the Legends Premium banner.
Yeah, but that was fairly recent, wasn't it? Like 3-4 weeks ago.
Yeah, but you got to put them on like an actual new banner, not like some shitty revival banner or like rebirth, whatever that banner is, like Legends Return or whatever.
Yeah, because we were saying that like, or at least I was making the observation that every step up has a LF in it, so it gives you a reason to summon for it because you get LF tickets. So if they were to make Broly a step up, then there has to be an LF in there.
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to do 3 step ups at the same time. That's insane.
Yeah, they seem to be. They're definitely watering down the rarity and exclusivity and the value of LF or step up banners by including them like every other week now.
I think that's because they realize that people exclusively are waiting for the step ups to come out because they know it's the best value. So everyone's like, okay, I'm not going to summon on USD. Okay, I'm not going to summon on this Legends Rising banner. So everyone's saving for the step ups, and that's why they're probably just like, okay, step up, like every week, new step up.
I see a comment. What do you guys think? I mean, I don't think we would see it personally, but like if it was like a jacket Goku and Vegeta with a Broly, but then Broly would probably be an LF, wouldn't he? Have like 2 units and then the LF if they decided.
Well, I mean, they did the Super Saiyan 4s without an LF, right? So technically they could not do it, but knowing their proclivity of LFs, probably they'll make them an LF.
Do you think we get another LF before the 2-year anniversary though? I mean, like a genuine. We're gonna get another one.
I would bet my life. There's no way they don't do it. There's just no way.
If they start adding more of them more frequently too, they'll be, in a sense, mathematically more available for the player base.
Well, and that's the reason why I think there will be more step ups, because then people will pull on them. Even if they don't get them from the banner, they'll still get LF tickets, right? So technically speaking, you're making progress to getting the unit.
Technically.
Yeah, I'm sure after a certain amount of time, all the LFs will eventually have featured status on those banners.
I don't know.
Did they just add, or recently they either are adding or they just recently added Namek Goku to
They just recently added him.
Yeah, so with that, I mean, they're going to add everybody else eventually.
Yeah, eventually. It's just going to take time. So it's just, if you want the shiny new unit now, you got to go in now. Otherwise, you play the long game like everyone else is.
I don't know, man. I don't know. This sounds terrible because like my channel is based on Legends. I don't know if Legends has that much time. If they don't do the 2-year anniversary right, I don't know if they can recover from that. Truthfully, I know that sounds crazy because they're still making money, but they're pushing so many people away, and it's like, I don't know.
I think the 2-year anniversary is going to be like the most important thing that we're going to see. Yeah, it's going to be like a make or break.
It's going to be a make it. Yeah, because if they don't, I mean, at this point, people have endured quite a bit. If I was free to play or something, I probably would have dropped Legends, to be 100% honest with you. And I love Dragon Ball.
Well, I think because everyone's going to come back for the anniversary, even if you don't play the game, people are going to be like,
I agree with that. Yeah, they bank on that.
Yeah, and that's why I think that it's a lot is going to hinge on how well the anniversary does, and if they are being too greedy with stuff, then it's not going to end well.
Yeah, that's why you can see them include in the survey that we just did a while back. Like, did you quit playing? What made you come back? Like, they're gonna be like, all right, let's try and incorporate some of the responses we got there and see if they can't milk it so that some people come back.
Yeah,
man. That survey was really just. It felt just very like, all right, like none of this is gonna help anything, but I guess I'll fill it out. Like, I'd like the 500 chrono crystals.
I'm pretty sure that's why people do it. It's just for the 500.
Oh, 100%. And I get it. Yeah, 100. But it's like coming from the standpoint of the company giving you the survey or whatever else, it's like, you want to ask like genuine questions. You're like this, that, not just like, why did you leave the game? And it's like, well, I mean, it doesn't really matter why they left the game. I mean, something wasn't working right. You know, you got to get to the in-depth question. It's just weird to me. That's it. It is what it is. Everything's weird to me. Literally, Legends is just weird to me. You look at how like 5 years in, I say Dokkan is still doing all right. I mean, they're gonna have a little bit of a fade probably coming up soon, I would imagine, because of just the age of the game. Right. You know, they make big changes.
Expected.
Yeah, 100%. But that's where you have to innovate, and you got to change it up. And like, I was talking to my girlfriend the other night, and I was trying to explain how everything's works. She doesn't fully get everything on it, and it's like I don't see a way you can take a lot of this stuff back. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see how you can go back from Zenkai at this point or fix it. I understand there's probably some way you could do it, but they got a lot of work to do. And it's like, I just see nothing change. They give us a Raditz event. Hey, it's the same thing you've done 15 times. And it's like, well, that's cool, I guess. Like,
yeah, that stuff really gets to me. The PvE, play this 50 stages of the same, and, you know, they've gotten like, a little better with like, oh, you start fighting Raditz, and then it transitions into another character, and then, you know, 2 characters, but it's still so boring doing those stages over and over and over.
I got bored the other day while I was live streaming, and it's like I'm talking to people, having conversation, and I'm getting bored grinding this event. And it's just like that says a whole lot of like I was just sitting there. What would make me pick up my phone and start grinding that event besides, oh, I got 300 crystals today. Let me wait 3 days, get 200 more. You know, it's just, I don't know. It's just really, really weird. But again, I'm not a marketing exec. So there's got to be something behind it that they know that we don't, but it just seems like they're just running it into the ground at this point and like, well, let's get what we can. That's the vibe I'm getting, at least. And then hopefully they're just gonna. I feel like they're on borrowed time. That's the best way to say it.
I think I might have brought this point one of these weeks. I don't remember. I remember talking about this at some point, but there probably is going to be another Dragon Ball mobile game coming out soonish. I would imagine.
Oh God! If it does, dog, I will.
Buchigiri match is gone, and
Keepers is gone. Yeah, those two. I mean, they're both browser based, but they were still like, you know, they were still Dragon Ball games. That's something. So now we really only have Dokkan and Legends. That's it. We're down to those two. So I think there's probably enough space now for them to start developing, or maybe there probably is already one in development. Another one.
Okay, so Kakarot came out this year, right? 2020.
Yeah.
So because I know Toei has a thing where
freaking boomer, you forget what year it is, dog. Of course, it's 2020.
Well, I didn't buy the game, so I don't remember when it came out.
Shit, you're getting.
Okay, so the question, the reason why I'm saying this is because Toei has a mandate that there has to be a new Dragon Ball game every year. So Kakarot came out this year, so this year's fine.
Is it one or at least one? Because they could easily make more.
Well, at least one a year. Okay. Because you think about Xenoverse 2, and then you think of when Dokkan came out, and then we think Legends came out. Fighters. So like they have a mandate to keep. Yes, for Bandai to keep the license, they have to have at least one game every year. So if they were going to make another mobile game, some gacha game, it'll have to come
2021,
out. Yeah, next year. Because I don't think I hear anything on the horizon of another console game, right?
Yeah, I think the first place we would actually see that is V-Jump.
Yeah,
because I know there's like I know there's a bunch of new announcements for games like that are coming out that are in V-Jump, and for Dragon Ball they would definitely put that in V-Jump.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, if we're gonna expect another gacha game to come out, a mobile one, it'll come out the launch of the game will be next year in 2021. But if it does come out in 2021, then we should be hearing some news soon.
Keep in mind, because remember how Legends was announced? It was like literally like a few months prior to it coming out, and there was like some announcement. It was like new Dragon Ball game coming soon, and everyone was like, "What the hell is this?" And then there was like a website that was just literally the only thing on the website was new Dragon Ball game coming soon, and people had no idea what it was. It was like 2 months prior to it releasing, I think, too.
Oh, dude, I remember that night whenever everybody said it was coming out, and I started watching D3 stream, and I was like, "What the hell? This looks dope!" And it was just out of the blue, like. Yeah, I remember that.
Well, yeah, they did a demo at like a Google I/O event. I think that's what it was.
I remember that, and they were like, "Look how not laggy it is."
Yeah.
I mean, even Dokkan kind of released under the radar when it first came out. It seems like the mobile games, and I'm speaking for outside of Japan because I know they have TV commercials and all types of ads there. Oh, yeah, but they come out without much warning for us in the outside of Japan world. Like the console ones get plenty of warning. Like Bandai on Twitter amping those up for like 6 months ahead of time. But all the mobile ones, like I didn't really hear too much about Buchigiri match. I know that one was mostly JP only, but I still follow their Twitters and stuff, and they just don't advertise the mobile ones as well. It's from what I've noticed. I don't live in
Buchigiri had a lot more build up than Legends did before it came out. That's why I thought that thing where it was like, oh, new Dragon Ball game coming soon. I thought that was for Buchigiri because Buchigiri had already been advertised prior to that announcement for Legends for a long time in V-Jump. So
I honestly I would really like for them to make a like Hearthstone style of game where they incorporate their own TCG cards that already exist and just turn that into like a digital format. I think that would be an amazing.
There already is a TCG game, and there is a mobile app to help you learn the physical card game.
They never fully devved it out. It pisses me off so much.
I mean, I think what would be interesting. This is what Heroes does, right? You got to buy the physical cards to use it in the arcade.
Yep. Well, yeah, technically you do, yeah. Unless you do some other shady stuff that people do.
Well, but legit players, they got to buy the packs, open up the physical cards, and then use them at the arcades.
Yeah, well, it doesn't work like packs. Like the way you do it is the set that's currently active. Every time you put 100 yen in the machine, it's like $1. You start the game. It dispenses one random card, and then that's where you get the cards. There's not actually any packs. The only cards that come in packs are promo cards.
Okay.
Did you get that King Vegeta off a single?
Yeah, but that was a custom pack because that's like a store made the pack for people to just purchase, but those aren't like official.
I think the reference, like the way you're trying to say, is like the Pokemon TCG, where you buy the cards in real life and you can like scan the thing into the game.
Yeah.
In-game booster.
Yeah, basically that is like whatever card you get, the QR code or whatever, however they're gonna do it. That you have an account online. If you want to play physically, fine. But if you want to play across the world with everybody else, scan your cards into your account and then go ahead and play. Like that would be cool because that would be both. You would have to be the real life gacha of you got to go buy packs and get it, And then the whaling is only limited to the physical like amount that you can get.
Yeah, I mean, I like that format, but for whatever reason, I mean, Heroes, like arcade in general, just doesn't do so well in America.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. I mean, well, the thing with Heroes too is that people even who don't play the game, they just buy the cards too, just to have them. So in respect, it like fulfills a dual role in that respect too, because people who play the game obviously need the cards, and then people who just like to collect the cards don't necessarily need to play the game, but they just have to still buy the cards, right?
Yeah, even I have some, and I've never seen one of the arcade machines in person a day in my life.
Yeah, exactly.
Come out to Japan, man. We got them all over the place.
They'll bring them out to like certain conventions in America, and like that's it. Other than that, you're shit out of luck.
They did it like what, a couple years ago at like Comic-Con or Anime Con or something.
Yeah, the one
like
it was. I think it was San Diego Comic-Con, right? And they're like, "Oh, we're testing it," and there's no fucking way you're gonna do that.
Yeah, and then they eventually said no, because I remember it was what Nano and Ryan were talking about it because they went.
Yeah, there was no. I was saying this from the day that event happened. I said there was a 0% chance that the arcades were coming here. There's no. They would fulfill no desire for the market to do that. There's no.
Everyone who plays games for the most part is like semi-introverted, and like arcades just don't do so well here. I mean, unless it's something like Dave and Buster's where it's just a super casual atmosphere and you're going to drink and like let your kids run amok while you're drinking. There's just like no market.
The way it works over there is you go to the arcade with your case of coins because they have specifically made cases for coins, like 100 yen coins. I have one. You go there, you fill up your case of coins with like, I don't know, 100 1 yen coins, which is like $100. And then you sit down at the machine, you have your cigarettes, you have an ashtray, and you just smoke the whole day and play games for like 10 hours.
Oh,
that's what you do.
He's not wrong. That's exactly what happens
That's
here.
What I
it sounds like
do,
such
dog.
a good lifestyle too, and I'm
I
not
already do that though. Like,
I used to go to this one machine. It was near a station that I would go to often, and there was this one department store. The top floor had like a kids area, and in the kids area they had the Heroes machine. They had 2 Heroes machines. I would see the same person there every day, the same guy, suit and tie, sitting at the same machine playing. And that's what people do with the game. They just, after work, they go to the machine, they play for a few hours, and they go home.
Wait, what station is this? I have to know because I might. Let's do it.
Sakai.
Oh, okay. I've only been there a couple of times, but okay. I think I know the department store you're talking about then.
But yeah, that's what people do there. It's not. It would not work here at all.
No, that would never work.
It's sad, but it's true. It did work in like the late 80s and early 90s, but then everything changed and people were like, I'll just buy a Nintendo and play at home.
Anyone else remember Wizards of the Coast, man? Oh, man, those are the days.
No. All right, any other Legends-related questions before we can go back to another tangent?
I don't know. The game's been real quiet. Real quiet.
Do we have any Twitter questions? Any more than we saw?
Double check real quick. Your question.
I'll say I'm more so enjoying. I don't know. We probably already covered this, but I'm more so enjoying being back to a normal PvP season than that Ultimate Battle.
Oh God, it's so nice.
Yes, I am too.
Yep.
And like I'm not even speaking for like my units only have like between 3 to 6 stars on average normally for most of my teams, so I'm not speaking from like a whale perspective. Like I'm beating up on people that are free to play. No, it's just better. The matches are quicker, much more arcadey feel to it instead of just a grind fest.
Grind out, yeah.
What does it say?
Questions we've got is: did the LF Frieza make LOE/Frieza Force optimal?
They're cutting out. They're cutting out.
Oh, sorry. The question was: did LF Frieza make LOE/Frieza Force optimal in Legends again? Top 3 teams.
Top 3 teams. I would say yes for top 3. I think they just barely make the top 3 right now.
Yeah, they were still competitive even without him, but they were missing a few tools, like specifically good support, and he definitely helped even them out and bring them back into the spotlight a lot more than what they were. That's for damn sure.
Yeah,
I think what the thing LOE and like God Key and like movies. Think about like the units that they have that's not fair is like they have units that are so good and they give such good double buffs. Full Power Freeze is giving you double defenses. Imagine if Saiyans had that with like not an LF unit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think the most slept on combo for not really technically combo, but for LOE is Chilled on the bench paired up with the LF Frieza just in the actual fight because he's healing.
Yeah.
And he's getting health. Like the whole team's getting. Obviously, Shield is one of the best bench units for LOE, and anybody who doesn't think that is stupid. But
oh yeah, health buffers are always good.
And then every time he switches out, he gives 10% to himself, and then he's only getting buffed from the Shield ability too. And then Shield even works well with the red transforming Golden Frieza as well, because before transforming, that Golden Frieza healed with his green card.
Yeah.
So I think Chilled is like literally you have to be running him on the bench, otherwise you're not doing it right.
Oh, even if I had the Legends Limited Frieza, I would still have Chilled on the bench most likely. That boost in health can really make or break the experience. For a lot of characters, it can end up being like an extra, 2 to 3 red cards worth of health you get from that one buff from that Z ability.
God, imagine if Shield gets Zenkai.
I'm sure he will.
That would not work because another purple, like we have 2 really good LOE purple units already. I don't think that would be good. I think we need Cooler to Zenkai.
Blue Cooler, yes. I would agree with that as well.
I'd agree with Blue Cooler, yeah, definitely.
I mean, I think he's still really, really solid. It's just the one thing that really kind of, for me, killed it was just not getting your Vanish back on freaking, what's it called?
Blast Armor?
Yeah, that's the one thing for me that killed Blue Cooler. But I think his damage is still there. I think the team is still solid enough to support him.
You know who that really killed? Broly.
Yeah, that was one of the best parts of his kit because his kit is not aged very well.
Yeah. I think the main reason why they went with that nerf is because of the fact that transforming blue Vegeta, the movie one, was coming out, and if that guy was able to reset his Vanish
on every red card,
then you would just every team would just be him.
Some kid in my chat said green screen crack from data mines as well as element outlines. Brad asked for me, please.
So I think he's talking about in the Discord data mining subsection, there was a post of a screen break that looked like that was back when the Dragon Ball FighterZ collab was going on. It looked like the Kefla image that they had teased for the Fighters game. And then the ink blotches were more recent in this last upload. There's like all these different ink effects and fire animation looking screens that they added that we've never actually seen represented in game at all. And I asked around about them briefly and nobody had any answers for me. So I was like, okay, well, all right, well, wait and find out, I guess.
Yeah, fair enough.
This is more for anyone who actually got the Blue Goku, but a couple questions asking about who do you think is better, they call him Feet Ku or the LF Cheat Ku, which is aka the LF Goku or the new beginning of Dragon Ball Z Goku.
LF Namek Goku is infinitely better.
Yeah, I would still say he's better. I mean, the other guy's really, really, really good. But he's a good support.
He's more of a support unit than he is a.
You have to use him very specifically by swapping him out frequently to get the four times permanent buff to your teammates. He can't take hits at all. He'll be one comboed and killed in one combo, even if you have 4 more stars on him. And then you have to get his ult in. So if you're a very skilled player and you can telegraph your opponent really well and you don't make mistakes often, then he actually is a really good support unit. But if you play a little bit more casually, you're more of a sloppy player, then LF Namek Goku is 10 out of 10 situations going to be better.
I mean, he's always going to be better, though, honestly. Just everything about not necessarily his kit is going to be better, but he's an LF. I mean, his stats are going to be better. His counter is going to to obviously
he's a transforming unit. He's got the counter. I mean, and he synergizes real well just on the General Saiyans team, with other anchor units like Bardock, the new red one. So if you're running the red Bardock and the blue LF Namek Goku, no matter which one of them dies, you could throw either one of them in front of Rising Rush and you're still guaranteed to have a hyper powerful endgame unit. So I like that. I don't know. I think he's a lot better.
Here's what I'll say about it. I think Namek Goku overall is the better unit, just based off of what he's doing, because he can carry the team, and then obviously the new one. But I think in terms of the Saiyan team right now, I think the new Goku fits on the team better, and he gives them what the team needs more right now, which is a dedicated support unit that can also heal everybody.
Yes, Saiyans are notorious for not having good options with those.
Yeah, so I think right now the new one is actually a better fit for the team. But in terms of just individual units, I think that LF Goku is better.
Yeah, I can agree with that 100%. I mean, the LFs, that's why they're they're literally made to be that type of unit that could be a team by themselves. You know what I mean? Like that's why most of them are going to be Z tier, because they can be a team. If everybody else dies, they could take the entire thing back if need be. Yeah. Feet coup, probably you can, technically speaking, but 9 times out of 10, if you're down to one guy and they got all 3 left, you're not taking it back with just him. Cool. I'm glad you killed that conversation. That's good.
Yeah. No, I like the Alpha Goku better, but I also see the value if you're a skilled player with the blue one. Like different characters for different situations, different builds.
I don't think it requires super duper skill though. I mean, his ultimate getting you 50 ki back and healing, that's insane. Like that's just good all around. It doesn't matter what team he'd be on. And you could just, even if that's the one thing he did in the battle, you know what I mean? Like you don't have to be super duper skilled with him. He only did that for you, got enough ki back so you can continue a combo and get off a super with another guy and kill him off or whatever. I don't know. I agree with just any character could be good with if you're skilled. You could rock Hero Goku, you know, if you're getting crits.
That's all
I agree with that. 100% agree with you on that. His defenses are not there, but I don't know. They're all fun units. That's the problem too. They knew what they were doing with these defenders. Every one of them is fun.
Yeah, Raditz is probably, in my opinion, the least. Besides, like, you know, EX Borgos or something, I think Raditz is probably the least valuable out of the Sparkings we just got.
Oh, absolutely.
I would say yes, but I think his Z ability is the best.
Yeah. Well, yeah, definitely.
What is he? Both attacks or both defenses? I remember.
Both attacks for Saiyans, and then also for the Saiyan Saga or something. Yeah.
That is actually really handy. And that covers a wide variety, having like a whole arc as opposed to just Saiyans. So like no matter what we get in the future.
Yeah, so like if we got like a new Saiyan Saga Vegeta, well, I mean I guess that would count because he's a Saiyan. Like who the hell would even count? I mean Piccolo, I guess, that we just got. You can count towards Piccolo.
Krillin, yeah, Gohan,
Tien. Yeah, but they're gonna release a Tien from the Saiyan Saga.
You know, I hope they do. You know, they're not going to with that kind of attitude, Gresh. So no, I did probably not know, but they're not gonna do a summon. I just can't see a summonable one. Like I like how they made EX Yamcha. Like he was actually okay for like a week there, and then he's just gone. Like it was kind of fun. It was like, oh, Yamcha's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's crazy when you go back and look at old metas. It's nuts. Like old metas. I don't know, man. We've talked about it before, but I was using a team one time. I had like Green Scout of Vegeta, had like DBS Broly and like Kale, and I was kicking kids' ass. Like I don't know. It's so different. Oh well. All right, what else we got?
That's all for the Twitter questions.
Okay. Are we good?
Yeah, I suppose. Really nothing happened. We were just kind of BSing this time around. I don't think any of us had anything planned or special and needed to cover, you know?
Yeah.
All right, then I guess with that, we will call it a day, unless there's any last things to talk about.
I don't think so. I kind of knew it would be quiet this week because there's just nothing happened. Like, they're riding out. It's, 3 or 4 days until the end of the switch over to part 2 of the celebration, and then we'll have more. So by this podcast next week, we'll have something new to talk about for Legends anyway, hopefully.
Yeah, this week I expect them to announce something hype.
Yeah, both games are going to get announcements within the next 24 to 48 hours, and then
can we consider like banners hype? Like I don't think I've been hyped for a banner since like I don't know, bro.
No, it's getting overwhelming just because of how expensive it is. Like, and it's not so much that it's so expensive, it's just chasing units that you want. If I was easily able to satisfy myself and be like, no, I don't care about either of these Legends limited units right now, that wouldn't be so bad. And I'm like, no, I really want them. That makes it worse.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
rates.
I've given up on LF stock. Like, I don't even feel bad anymore. Like, literally in that summoning video when I got Goku, I was like, holy shit, okay. I don't care, dude. Like, almost 25K down the drain for a damn 2-star units. Like, I don't need them. Dude. Fucking SpongeBob.
Yeah, content. Banners aren't content. Like they're fun, but they're not content themselves.
Never have been, never will be.
Which is what Dokkan's been doing, and same with Legends been doing that for a while now.
Content is farming Zenkai souls in the co-op. That's content.
That's also not content. It's all fake diversionary tactics to just get gameplay hours, but to not actually provide anything substantial. And I think all of that building up is where most of the negative opinions from the community about the game come from. Is other than occasionally adding like the Rising Battle, Red Vegito, and certain gameplay elements like Challenge Rush when it first came out, they haven't really spent too much time investing in R&D for the game, like new game modes and new things to do with the units. They're adding plenty of units, but we need more stuff to do with them.
What do you mean? You don't like auto battling through Ultra Space Time Rush?
I always know it's gonna be. I always know it's gonna be sarcastic when you say, "What do you mean?" It's literally like, bro, this is some fake ass shit. Like, every time. No, dude, USTR. I was thinking about it the other night because I was grinding it real quick for a summoning video. I was like, okay, I'll do this. I'll do like the first 3 or whatever. And it's like an hour and a half, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here? I didn't even look at the screen in like 40 minutes. Besides picking the. What's the point? Like, I don't get it, dog. It's cool they give us free tickets. You could just give us free tickets. I know that sounds bad, but put those somewhere else. Make my login 30 crystals instead of 10. Get rid of that crap. And tell people that's what we're doing. Hey, we're just going to take away USTR. We're just going to give you the tickets on login with 30 crystals. Fine. Like, there's no point in the other one. I don't know, man. It is what it is. Anyways, I think I'm going to dip if you guys are pretty much heading out too.
Yeah, I think
I think we're done here.
Yeah, pretty much, guys. But yeah, so for anyone who is just joining us now, we do these podcasts.
Are you cut out?
Every single. Oh, sorry. Am I cutting out now?
No, I hear you now.
No, okay, cool. I'm ending it, so hopefully the stream should at least hear me. But anyway, guys, we're going to end the podcast there for today. If you are new, make sure you hit that sub and notification button so that you guys will be notified of the next one. We do these every Saturday Pacific Standard Time at 6
p.m.
6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Freaking daylight savings time is messing me up. Anyway,
yeah, I think it's 10 p.m. now Eastern Time because of the change.
10 p.m. Yeah, exactly. I gotta remember that. So anyway, guys, so we'll be here back next week though. For anyone in Legends, hopefully within the next couple days, we should see an update for part 2. If you're on Dokkan, we've got the Dokkan Now thing tomorrow at 10
not today.
PM. Yeah, no, tomorrow 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So Sunday 10 p.m. And yeah, we should be seeing a lot of cool stuff there. So anyway, guys, that is going to be it for the stream, though. We'll see you guys all in the next one. Until next time, everyone, John A.
Peace.
Love you.